This is, I guess, I was going to do a house tour or put a video up just so everybody could actually see the damage of everything. That's the front of the house. You can see it's pretty much all burned. We got pretty much trying to salvage anything we can, and so everything's just laying out here. That's a lot of the furniture that was in the house. That was the desk in my game room. That was one of our podcasting thrones. Brandon and I had 2 of those. And random end table. That was actually beside the door. Come in. I got a flashlight. We need an extra light. That all this stuff out here, of course, this was contents that were in the house. That's part of my record collection. There's DVD stuff, video game crap. It's a mess. This is, of course, you come in. This was the dining room and kitchen area here. Pretty much, this big cabinet was in that corner. The record player and stuff, records were right there. Coming around here, this was the living room. It's where our love seat and couch sit, TV on the wall. Emerald had an aquarium right there, big bow front. That was our DVD shelf. And this was just the living room. We got it pretty bad. This was the game room. What's left of it? It had a futon, my desk and such. It was here, and that's right there is where all my games and TVs and crap were. Arcade cabinets, obviously, we haven't moved them out. It was all full of furniture. We've just been kind of, throwing everything out of the window to try to scrape and dig in the floor. You can't really tell in here. You can in the kitchen. It's been really cold here, and so a lot of the problem with salvaging and digging to try to find anything, what little was left has been froze. The insulation and the water and the foam they used to put the fire out with, it's all been frozen solid for days now. Today, you can see it's raining outside. It's pretty much the only day that this stuff has actually started thawing out, and some of it's I'm still finding chunks of ice, but it's been real hard to dig to get down to the bottom. I mean, you can see right there the carpet made it in certain areas where the furniture and stuff was. Like, the fire was all from top down. The attic is why the house burnt as quick and as wild as it did, just because this was a real old house. It was built in the late 50s, and they said once it hit the attic up top and all the insulation, of course, it just kind of spread across the house. I can take you back here, show you, and it's kind of a hazard to walk through here. This is where our fridge was, of course, and this is our counters, sink and everything is right there. My Freddy cabinet that I had all my Freddy memorabilia in was right here. Mrs. Wobbles, unfortunately, our hamster, our cage was here. This whole wall had went up so quick. Where our stove was. I mean, we've dug everything out, obviously, to try to see if there was anything worth saving. That's why there's just junk laying everywhere. This is this is where the real heartbreaking, nerve-wracking stuff starts. we just had got a new bedroom suite, and so the bed was right here, and it was a very large wood canopy bed, kindling essentially. Then we had a dresser here, and our dresser with our TV and everything. Part of it still, I mean, that's what's left of it. We just got to get it stacked. The fire started right here though. This was a closet. That fuse box in the back right there, we're almost pretty sure at this point that's the culprit, because I had fell asleep about 12:30. Emerald and I was laying in bed right here. I woke up 2:30, rolled over, and the top part of the wall there where the closet was, and the top part of the closet was already up in flames. Still don't understand how we didn't smell smoke. I just randomly woke up. It was on fire. We managed to get our dogs and cats. The real hard part of it is Emerald had a ton of pets, and she raised bearded dragons, leopard geckos. She had a couple skunks. We lost all of them. This is her animal room, and we didn't have time to get back here, and the whole thing's already filled up with smoke and fire, and literally within 15 seconds, that room and this room, this back wall and everything's just engulfed. There wasn't anything that could be done. Unfortunately, Emerald had to make a decision, and all her stuff was in these 2 rooms. This was her life in here. All the babies, there was Zilla's cage, the skunk's cage, guinea pig, and then she had her stand where her lizards, bearded dragons, and leopard geckos were. Lex, she'd had since she was 14. It all went up, and then, we found very little in here. Like I said, this was the bedroom. Back of the house. This is where the stove was. We had a gate here for dogs. This is the laundry room. Unfortunately, we had bird Ringo. She didn't make it as well. That was hers. All Emerald's stuffed animals and stuff she had as kids was on this shelf. Washer and dryer, obviously. And the one room that didn't get completely burned was the bathroom, and they're assuming it was because the door was shut. The ceiling, of course, burned, but the walls back here are still intact. You can see to the roof throughout, where it just torched everything up top. By the time we were able to get the cats and dogs, we'd got them outside, and I had run back into the house to just pretty much grab anything sentimental within reach. And by the time I'd run through the door and got right here, well, about right here, all of this was on fire. The ceiling, it was very low-lying ceiling, as you can see, and it was all on fire. I had to duck down. I got turned around and run this way and realized I was in front of the fridge, and Emerald was out the front door screaming at me, and there's a street light across the way. Fortunately, I was able to see that run out the door. And within a matter of 4 or 5 minutes, it was gone. There's it's all stuff. The stuff can be replaced. The animals are obviously the hard part now, because it's weird losing a living life, much less all of them. Unfortunately, we have our dog and cats. We would be lost without them. It is what it is. It's scariest thing I've ever been through. And I can honestly tell you, be safe. Check your stuff. Don't let it happen to you, because it can do it. You know, you don't think it'll ever happen to you, and it very well can. I mean, take care of your stuff, you know, mind everything. As far as everybody that's helping us, thank you. It's been hard for me. I'm trying to stay strong for Emerald and everything else, but we've got some really good people in our lives, and we got really good family and friends, and ones that's helped us, even if it's just kind words and things. Thank you. It's little things like that. It's pretty much what's keeping me and Emerald going through this. And you know, just, you know, even if it's just checking on us, we're appreciative. It's hard for me to convey how appreciative I am, but I am. And you know, just thank you is all I want to say. We love you all, and one day at a time. Take care of yourselves. Be safe.